We move on to the Bay Rivers District MAC, York and Poquoson.
That's right, this game taking place Saturday at Bailey Field. And this will be another look at the York Falcons for us this year. But this age-old rivalry between Poquoson and York gets off to a bang with this opening carry here for Poquoson.
And the Islanders would keep it on the ground throughout the night as a run up the middle, a 6-yard touchdown run for Garris. Thomas Garris with the first score of the night for the Islanders.
The extra point is up, and it is good, and the Islanders with the early lead. Snap here to Alex Johnson, and he's on the carry, and before he's brought down, and the ball will come loose, and it'll be recovered by Poquoson, and the fumble will be turned all the way for the touchdown.
Luke Hill with the 55-yard touchdown return on the fumble for the Islanders. And just like that, the Falcons find themselves in a 14-point hole into the second quarter.
Very unfamiliar territory for York to be down so much so early, but the Islanders with possession. Handoff now to the tailback. That's number 20, Hutchinson, and he will scamper downfield, picking up a big chunk of yards. And now the quarterback will scramble. He'll roll to his right. He'll look right. He will find his receiver, who will dive for the end zone, and the official will say he's in for another Islanders touchdown.
Diggs with the reception for the Islanders off the pass from senior quarterback T. McConnell, and the extra point up and good. Like we promised you, plenty of extra points on the Sports Report this week. 21-0 your score. Still in the first half, the Falcons unable to find any answers to stop the Islanders' rushing attack.
Once again, you see McConnell here with the snap, the handoff to his back, who makes a nice cut. He finds a hole up the middle of the field, makes a nice move to avoid some defenders before he's finally corralled down. Great run once again coming from Hutchinson.
Cody Hutchinson would carry the ball 19 times for 191 yards rushing, as this time it's going to be another handoff, and the Islanders inside the 5-yard line. That would set up this 6-yard touchdown run from Hutchinson. And the Islanders would pad their lead with the addition of the extra point. 28-0 your score going into the third quarter. And the Falcons in trouble. This time Johnson, the quarterback, fakes the handoff to Norman, and he gets upended after a 5-yard run.
Johnson with the snap here. His pass is intercepted by the Islanders. And a nice return here for Poquoson. Great move here, avoiding the defenders, trying to reverse the field and get another score on the board. That's number 10 for Poquoson. That's Luke Hill.
Luke Hill would have a fumble and the interception. And now on the ground, neither one of these teams put up more than 100 yards passing. So it was invaluable to have this sort of running game for the Islanders. And you see Hill on the ground this time. A 3-headed rushing attack. Garris, Hutchinson, and Hill would pave the way on the ground for the Islanders.
And another carry here as Poquoson now looking to run out that clock. Thomas Garris on that carry. Once again, you just see the ball come loose. A great strip here by York. The fumble recovered by number 4. That's Ronald Whitby. And he'll bring the ball upfield before he's finally corralled down by Poquoson defenders.
Unfortunately for the Falcons, would be unable to take that one to the house as Johnson would roll out, look down the field, find his receiver, Lewis. Unfortunately, he loses the football there at the 20-yard line. Now Johnson, the southpaw under pressure. A desperation throw, and it's going to be picked off by the Islanders. And that would pretty much seal the deal for the Islanders with the victory. And York can only look on in desperation. 28-0 your final score. Poquoson, 351 yards on the ground for the Islanders.
Yep, once again, 28-0 the final score here in this game. As we continue to take a look around the rest of the Bay Rivers District. Grafton on top of Bruton, 14-19. The first loss of the year for Bruton. Joe Sebring, 157 rushing yards, 96 passing yards, 2 total touchdowns. Lafayette on top of Tab, 28-14. Thomas Smith with 77 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. Moving on, War Hill 24, Jamestown 6. Marquise Greenhow 81-yard touchdown. And Smithfield 35-21. DeMonte McClary with 5 rushing touchdowns.
Well, Matt, another exciting week of high school football in the 757, but we've got a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks.
That's right. You mentioned Hampton and Phoebus. That game is always a big one, but with both teams undefeated, there could be a berth and seeding on the line for the state championship.
And Ocean Lakes Bayside, I believe, play that same weekend. So it's going to be an exciting next couple of weeks here in the Cox 11 Sports Report. So you're going to want to keep it right here to keep track of all the stats and highlights every week right here on the Cox 11 Sports Report. For Matt White, I'm Chris Park. Thanks for watching.